I've said this multiple times, and the goal of this channel and what I'm trying to do is actually to become a better shooter and not just a collector. And if you think about it, in general, half of a day is at night, so it would kind of behoove us to get better at night. And that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. I don't have nons. Hopefully that's coming in 2027. And when the sun goes down, a lot of my optics become really, really difficult to use, or they just become obsolete. Whether it is a pistol mounted red dot, a holographic sight like this EOTech, or even LPVO like this Arkin EP8. Once the sun goes down, I pretty much can't use these unless you're, using a weapon mounted light, but that gives you some tactical disadvantages that, you have to account for. So tonight we're going to review something that's been on the channel before. We're gonna step into the darkness and we're not coming back. Nah, I take that back. I take that back. We're definitely coming out of the darkness. There's a lot of spooky things in the woods, whether it's aggressive wildlife, ghosts, chupacabras, roaming pack of like R. Kellys.
Close your eyes, show me your face. I'm gonna.
You get your ass ate out, literally, with that one. This is the night vision multi-purpose device from DNT Optics. This is actually the second time it has been on the channel. And now that I have had more time to use it, I wanted to give you guys an update. We've all been places like, out in the woods or whatever, and it's like a place that gets really, really dark. I'm not talking like with the street lights, I'm talking about dark, dark. And if you look around, you may have asked yourself like, what can you see?
Not a damn thing.
Now imagine trying to have to hunt, fight, hell, just do anything for that matter. That's where this little optic comes in handy. It is a modular night vision device that you can mount onto a weapon, and it has multiple functions. My two favorite functions are either as a clip-on or as a standalone scope. And YouTube doesn't like you doing it, but you can take this and mount it in front of an optic like this Arkin EP8 or this EOTech EXPS 3 Tech 0, or you can take a rifle, build it out specifically to have this device on there as a standalone optic and essentially just make this a night fighting device. And I think that's pretty cool. You can have multiple options. You can have a dedicated night fighting rifle, or what would normally just be a daytime optic, smack this thing on there, and now you have something that can work at night. First, let's look at it as a clip-on, which is arguably my favorite way to use this. All right, guys, we're out here at the range, and we're now going to put this night vision device to test. And it's pretty cool. What I've done here is I have a little witness mark where I had it on here before, where I zeroed it at. Should already be zeroed, so we should be good to go there. Now, you guys can't see it. I got the ISO on the camera turned all the way up. It is pitch black out here. But we're out here at night. Me and Charlie Murphy. It's midnight, baby. And we're gonna have some fun. So, all right. Let's go loud, as they say. All right, and this is just at 100 yards with the NVMD, and I'm shooting in white phos mode right here. There we go. There we go. White phos. Nice. White phos. Nice. The clarity is actually pretty good for this, for digital night vision. Again, as you guys see, I'm hitting it at 100 yards. If I look down to 200, I can barely see, but I'm on like 1 power. As I get to, like I said, when I get to 8 power, it gets a little bit more fuzzy, but again, you just gotta make compromises. At 8, I can't really use it. So we'll just stay at 100. I'm right here. Oh yeah, that's good right there. Oh, missed. Oh, missed. Now, honestly, what's happening right now, the paint on the target's rubbing off, and it's hard to see. I need something to reflect light. That's just the way night vision devices work. As I hit the target more, you can see, I'm struggling to see it, but there it goes. Let's see. Put it off. And all right, we're out. it off. And all right, we're out. But that's a pretty cool little scope, man. So this is white phos, what I have right here. Right, and if I hold it down, this is what it looks like full color. Hold it down again. That's black and white mode. Actually, black and white mode, I can see a little bit better. Increase it, you know what? That's something I should have done too. Increase the brightness. It's green phos, not a fan of green phos. I used to have to fly with those all the time. Not a bit, I don't like that. But white phos is right there. And yeah, like I said, when I increase it, that's level 1, all the way dim, brighten it up. There as it goes. And that's the highest level on white phos. Probably my favorite way to use this. And why is this my favorite mode? It is essentially, you can take any optic that you have and you can turn it into a night vision or a night capable device. You don't have to touch the optic. You don't have to do anything. You zero the night vision device to where the impacts of the rounds are, right? And at first, I'll be honest with you, there was a little bit of learning curve with that. And I emailed DNT. They were super helpful, very, very responsive, and tell me how the best way to zero this optic. And I listened to what they said. I was able to get a decently clear picture and zero the optic relatively easy without any pain. And I think this is awesome because this optic, I really do like this optic, and now I can use it at night when needed. Nothing changes on the optic. The zero remains the same. All the functionality, the controls remain the same, but now I can see at night, so that's pretty dope. All right, the second way I really like to use this optic is as a standalone optic, right? This has functionality that I can use it both daytime and nighttime, but for me, this is set up primarily as a dedicated night fighting rifle. And you can set this up to where it's like, hey, it has full color mode. So if you want to use it in the middle of the day, you can. It has a magnifier, it has a scope, it has all that good stuff that you need in it. But when the sun goes down, you do have those night vision modes that help you aid in seeing at night. And this is awesome for any of you guys who hog hunt, or you're in your basement right now preparing for the zombie apocalypse and you need to go sit into observation post. This thing can help spot zombies. It's not thermal. Zombies aren't hot, so this will work out for you. Yeah, I'm off the reservation. Anyway, and this goes up to 6 magnification when you're using it as a standalone scope. If you want to use it just as a magnifier, which you can, put it behind a Neotech or something like that, you get up to 3 power magnification. But this is a pretty light package, a pretty nifty little object that you can take out, to go hunting or do whatever you need to. And I really think not only does it shine in like shooting, but if you just need to go out there and observe some things, right? It was blacked out there, all right? And then once I looked through the scope, obviously I could see it. And for those of you who don't know how night vision devices work, it doesn't just turn night into day. It has to amplify ambient light that's already out there, right? So the higher the moon's up in the sky, the larger the moon, the brighter the stars are, the brighter the picture's gonna be. So yes, this is pretty cool as a standalone optic. You can now become that ultimate night fighter, that full spectrum warrior, or any, I went too far. Now, let's say you're going out with 2 rifles. You want one that's purely night fighting, but you also want to use it on your LPVO. You can save profiles of this. So, hey, I can zero this as a standalone, take this off, put it in front of my LPVO, and use it as a clip-on and load that profile, and that'll be zeroed as well. So these are very complementary. The mode's very complementary to whatever you need to do. Guys, when things get dark out, it changes a lot. Your situational awareness, the pace that you operate, the decisions that you end up making. This optic is pretty much designed to sit in that world. The dark is not going away, so you have to be capable and competent in that realm. This optic essentially is built to allow you to go to work when everybody else has to go home. Others wanna love, I don't even want.